Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm in my comfy Christmas pajamas and I'm in my kitchen, as you can see, and today I thought it would be fun to do some baking. I have a holiday cookie cookbook that I got a couple of years from Williams-Sonoma, so I'm going to use this as my guide. I'm going to make two different types of cookies today. So typically I like to make sugar cookies and gingerbread. This year they were highly requested by my husband again, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm also gonna make a traditional cake that my mom makes around this time of year. So it has like cherries, it has raisins, it's really good, it's full of lots of spices, so it's so flavorful and it's probably my favorite thing to eat. So I'm going to try to make that. I'll show you the cookbook a little bit more in detail because it's really, really nice. There are tons of different recipes in here, and so I think one year I will try and make a couple other things. Shortbreads, which are my favorite cookie. Maybe I'll make them later on, we'll see. Oh, that looks so good. It's another shortbread recipe, this one's so nice. So yeah, I thought it would be fun to show you kind of as I'm baking. If you want to bake, you can bake along with me, that might be fun. Have this playing in the background while you're baking. I'll show you kind of like what I have laid out on my counter as I go along, and I hope you enjoy. I'm going to use a stand mixer to help me mix everything. I already have powder everywhere and haven't even begun. And then I'm going to start by mixing my dry ingredients first. Let's do that. Ooh, flour everywhere. And I think this makes like 36 cookies. So we definitely will not be eating all of these cookies. I might bring some of them to work with me so that everyone else can enjoy. And then I'm going to be adding some baking powder, which is this one over here. So that's all of the dry ingredients. So I'm actually gonna set that aside just for a second. I'm gonna cream together some butter and some sugar in the stand mixer and add some eggs as well.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes. And I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I live, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew.
Cookies are out of the oven, and look how much this recipe yields. That's a lot of cookies, which we will not be eating by ourselves. We're going to share these with some of our friends because they turned out really good. I've already sampled a couple of them, and they're delicious. So you can also ice them if you wanted to. I like them plain, but I may ice a few of them just for some variety, but that's the cookies. Okay, so now I'm going to start to make the cake. So these are Grenadian style buns. I think that's typically what they're called. But like I said, it has cherries in there, raisins, and then there are a lot of spices in there that really make the flavor so nice and like that warm flavor that you would associate with like a Christmas cake. So there's cinnamon, I'm going to add clove, nutmeg, allspice, maybe a little bit of ginger, and it's going to be so good. It comes together very quickly. They're not a ton of ingredients, so it's mainly like typically like flour, baking powder, I think, or soda. I think it's baking powder, butter, sugar, and then all of like the cherries and the raisins and the spices, eggs, and vanilla essence. But I'm actually going to use mixed essence, which is a blend of vanilla, pear, and almond. It's really, really nice, and those just help to bring out the flavor in the cake. So I'm going to set you up on the tripod, and then we're going to start to bake. I'm going to show you what the mixed essence looks like. Unless you travel to Grenada, you're probably not going to find this. I've actually not seen something similar in stores here. They have them separate, so I do have like just vanilla extract, and then I also have almond, but I've not found something where it features all three of the essence, and it comes straight from Grenada. You can see that I've used a lot of it. This is the remaining bit that I have left. I'm really sad about it, but the nice thing about going home for the holidays is you get to shop at your parents' house. So I'm gonna see if my mom has a little bit more of this, and I will definitely be taking that. So I'm gonna be adding some of those essence. And then as well, from Grenada, I have nutmeg. So I'm going to be grating fresh nutmeg in. So this is when it's still in the case. So you have to like take that outer shell off. And then I'll show you what it looks like once you do. Hopefully that will focus. Focus, there we go. So that's what it looks like, and you just grate this into whatever you're baking, and the flavor is so nice. It smells so good. So I'm going to add this fresh nutmeg in as well as my other spices. Cinnamon, also from Grenada. Definitely have to have those in there. So, all right, let's start. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to start. By the way, I have all of my ingredients kind of already laid out on the counter. It's just easier that way. And then I have my instructions on my iPad that my mom has sent me. And that should make it easy as we go. So I'm gonna start by creaming together the butter and the sugar. It's very similar to what we did when we made the cookies. So again, I have my trusty stand mixer here. I absolutely love this stand mixer. I use it a lot in baking, cooking, whatever, putting things together comes in handy. So butter goes in there, scrape all of it. I don't like to waste anything. It goes in. And then I'm going to add a cup of sugar, 1 cup of sugar to that. So this is, it's not a healthy cake. Actually, I think I'm going to do maybe half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar. I think my mom does that. I'm going to do half and half. There. And then brown sugar. Half a cup. I'm really gonna pack that in there. Half a cup. And then I am going to blend that together until it's nice and smooth. I'm going to add the eggs. I keep looking off to the side because that's where my instructions are. So I'm going to add 2 eggs. They've been sitting at room temperature. I'm going to add them in a bowl first before combining them in the big bowl, just to make sure I don't get like shells or, I don't know, live chickens in there. So they're both good. I'm going to add them in. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of the mixed essence. I hope I have a teaspoon's worth, but I'm gonna add them to the eggs. This is just kind of what my mom does, and it just gives the eggs a really nice flavor. So I have, oh look at that, I have just about 2 teaspoons. So that's gonna go in. If you don't have like the mixed essence, you can do vanilla or almond. With the fork. This smells so good. I love that smell. And then to this, I'm gonna add all of the spices to this. So I've mixed the butter and the sugar together, and then I'm gonna add all of the spices into the egg. So I'm gonna do about like a teaspoon or a couple teaspoons of each. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. This smells so good already, and the cake hasn't even been fully combined yet. This smells so good. And then I'm gonna do a tiny bit of allspice. It's quite powerful. It smells really good. So I'm gonna do maybe about 1/8 of a teaspoon. And maybe like a tiny bit of ginger in there as well. Maybe about 1/8 as well, maybe even less. Just a pinch of ginger. And then, of course, the nutmeg, oops, which I'm gonna use like this mini grater. How cute is this? This mini grater. So I'm gonna grate a little bit of nutmeg in there. Fun fact about nutmeg, you can't actually consume a lot of it because in large quantities it's, I think it's kind of poisonous, or it's a hallucinogen, so just a little bit. And that's that. And then I'm gonna mix that all together into the egg. I think I was actually supposed to add the spices in with the dry ingredients and then the extract or the essence in with the eggs, but I've just combined everything together, so it doesn't matter. It's all gonna end up in the same place. Anyways, I have some cherries on my board, and I'm just gonna cut them into quarters. I don't wanna add them in whole because it's kind of big, pretty sizable. So I'm just gonna cut them into 4s or halves, depending on the size. And just beside me, I have about a cup of raisins in here. These are just regular sultana raisins, I think they're called, yep. And so I'm going to add those in once I'm done chopping this. And like I said, this is very easy, so if you prepare all of your ingredients ahead of time, it just makes baking so much easier. And then you're just combining everything together in the end. So I'm just gonna continue doing this, and then I will show you when we're combining everything together. now that I've combined everything, I'm going to remove it from the stand mixer and just give it one more mix by hand, just to make sure that none of the flour has settled to the bottom, and to make sure everything's incorporated evenly. And I'm gonna try and scrape off as much as I can off of the paddle attachment. It's like one of my pet peeves when I'm watching baking or cooking shows and they don't really scrape the bowl all the way and there's like a lot of batter left. I'm yelling at the TV like, okay. And this is not supposed to really be a wet batter, so it's not supposed to be really runny, because it's kind of a mix between a bread and a cake, I think. I tried to make this a couple of years ago. I think it was during COVID, and my mom and my sister and I, we did a Zoom call baking together, and we were making this. My mom was walking us through how to make this. And mine didn't turn out so great that time, but I think I added too much milk, and so my batter was really, really wet and runny, and it took forever to bake. So I tried to make sure that I didn't add too much milk all at once. And I think this is okay. It might be a little bit wet still, but it doesn't matter. This is what's fun about baking. You try. If it doesn't turn out so good, it doesn't matter. It'll still taste great, and at least I had fun, so. Okay, so I have a baking tin. I'm not sure what size this is, but a baking tin, rectangular, and I've lined it with some parchment paper and lightly greased it. And I'm gonna add my batter in. You can see. This smells so good. I think this is really full, so I think I should stop here. What do you think? So the cake is out of the oven. It looks amazing. Not exactly like my mom makes, but the smell is incredible.